Okay, guys, please confirm am I audible? Online people? Fine, thank you. Okay, guys, so we were on the time complexity. I hope clear, guys, or still doubt? Time complexity? Still doubt? What's the doubt? Yes, guys, what's the doubt? Log n. Okay, fine, guys. We'll see log n. Suppose, guys, I have a question. Same question I'm repeating. Just to increase the number of, just increase the value of n here. Okay. So while I less than or equals to n, correct? When I'm writing here, print something I into equals to 2. Okay. Take, guys, any value of n. Suppose I'm taking n value 10. How many number of comparison? How many number of comparison here? Yes, how many number of comparison? 11 कैसे क्या आएंगे? 11 comparison. I into equals to 2, guys. So I is getting incremented by 2. So total number of comparison 5. Make n value 20. How many comparison? Oh, करो बरा. How many comparison, guys? N value is 20. How many comparison? 10. Wow. N value 100, guys. How many comparison? 50. N value is, sir. Okay. N value is 20, guys. Okay. Check it. How many comparison? 6 comparison? Yes or no? 10 कहाँ से आए फिर? If N value is 100, how many comparison? 200. N value is 100. How many comparison, guys? Okay, fine. Simple कर देता हूँ. N value is 30. How many comparison? 7, 8. कितना था? See, guys, whenever you are increasing the n value, the number of comparison is getting reduced. पहले half था. This is the value of n by 2, guys. ठीक है. This is the value of n by 2. What is this value? ये value कितना है? ये lesser than n by 2 है. 20 by 2 is 10, guys. 10 से भी कम comparison है 6. Yes or no? So you are getting lesser than n by 2. अब आप यहां पे जाओगे. If you come to this, how many comparison? 8. 15. 15 से भी half है. Right? So guys, first n value you are getting n by 2. If I'm increasing the n value, you are getting n by 4. Again I'm increasing the value, I'm getting n by 8. So if you are seeing here, guys, okay, देखो, if I increase the value of n, initially I'm getting n by 2. Again if I increase, I will get n by 4. Approximately I'm telling, guys, this is the approximate answer. N by 4 plus n by 8. Whenever you are increasing the value of n, number of comparison is getting reduced. So if you go, guys, can I write like this in a generalized way? N divided by 2 power k. Can I write like this? ऐसे लिख सकता हूं. K means what? Power है k का, 2 का, right? So can I write like this? N equals to 2 power k. ठीक है. अब k means what, guys? K means, what is k? K is the power here. And n means your n value, right? So you're getting here n divided by 2 power k. n divided by 2 power k, right? See guys, अभी 2 power k है. I'm writing here just making it. How many people know induction? Method of induction? 11, 12. Fine. Okay, guys. Okay, what I'm trying to say, this is the total number of comparison I'm considering n divided by 2 power k. So I'm considering it is equals to 1. Right. जिसको इंडक्शन पता है वो अंडरस्टैंड करेगा why exactly it is equals to n. See guys, I am trying to tell you mathematically. क्योंकि आपको लगता है log n कैसे आया, नहीं तो आप हर बार हाफ बोले तो log n कर दोगे. That is not a scenario, right? So can I write like this? N equals to 2 power k, right? 2 power k, and I'm considering k is the total number of comparison, right? So 2 power k hai guys, n equals to 2 power k. What is the value of k here? If I'm telling n equals to 2 power k, what is the value of k here? Wow. Take guys, one term is in the power. How you can say 1? K equals to 2 power n guys, taking log on both sides. Log base 2 k equals to n into log base 2 the base 2. Log base 2 2. Right. See guys, what I'm trying to say. Taking log on both sides. What you are getting here? Log base 2 n. Correct? Log base 2 n, or I'm writing here log base 2 n. Here you are getting guys equals to log base 2 of 2. Correct? Log base 2 n. I want the value of k guys here. How to find out? N equals to 2 power k. I am taking the log on both sides. You are getting here k into. बराबर है? See guys, law of indices. See guys, what I'm trying to say. N equals to 2 power k you have. I am taking the log on both sides. What you will get? You will get log n equals to k into log base 2 to the 2. Now log n equals to k into guys. What is this value? What is this value? Log base 2 to base 2. Log to the base 2. What is the value of this one? 1 guys. That's why k equals to log n. इससे याद नहीं रहता है guys. I'm telling you simple trick. You have a n value. You are getting n by 2 comparison. If you increase the value of n and again number of comparison is getting reduced, then what you can say? It's a log n every time. So you don't need to remember this much of mathematics, right? जो कि आपका favorite है. But you don't need to remember. What you have to do, always take the value of n and check how many number of comparison the loops is going, right? If you increase the value of n, if it is reducing the number of comparison after increasing, you can understand that it's a log n only. I hope guys clear. You take n value as 200 guys. आपके number of comparison और भी reduce होंगे compared to 200. Understanding or going? Online people? हाँ, multiply by 2 divided by, but I don't want it to tell this thing. See guys, generally एक hack है, you can, if you are getting a steps as a multiplied by true or divided by true, you will get a log n answer, right? But don't remember in this way, because it will work for the sum algorithm. In the machine learning case, it will not work. Complexity बढ़ जाती है. Right, fine. But I hope guys understood, or shall I take one more example? Okay. Take this example guys. Print something just to check the number of comparison. See guys, if you have a doubt, always check the number of comparison. That's it. You'll get the answer. So I'm writing I divided equals to 2. Okay. Take the n value guys, 10. Tell me what will be the number of comparison. n value is 20. Tell me number of comparison. बोलिएगा इस फटाफट. n equals to 30. What will be the number of comparison? N equals to 10. How many number of comparison will be there, guys? 5. First, guys, 10 will print, suppose. Then 10 is getting divided by 2. 5. Then 5 will print. 5 is getting divided by 2. 3. Again, it is getting divided by 2. 2. Then up to 1. How many comparison? अरे यार calculation भी नहीं करते हैं. Fine. What about in case of 20? How many comparison? How many comparison? In case of 30, how many comparison, guys? So see, guys, if you are increasing the n value, the number of comparison is getting lesser and lesser, right? So whenever you are getting such kind of scenario, yes, n by 2, it is lesser than. If I do here 20 by 4, what's the answer? 5. So approximately 6 means is nearer to 5 only, right? This is, guys, 30 by 4, 30 by 3, 30 by 8, sorry, 30 by 8. What will be the answer? 3 by. So if you see here, for n equals to 10, the number of comparison is almost n by 2. If n equals to 20 is lesser than n by 2, and here also lesser than n by 2, means what I'm trying to get, guys, initially I'm getting n by 2, then I'm getting lesser than n by 2, right? So whenever it is going n by 2, lesser than n by 2, again lesser than n by 2, the probably it's a log only, right? Understanding, guys, now? So whenever you are getting that kind of scenario where your number of comparison is getting half and then lesser than the half and again lesser than the half, probably it's a log n only. Clear or not? Now, what about this one, guys? If I raise the question, what about this one? I equals to. See, guys, blindly don't remember anything. While don't say log n. है ना? बोलिए, guys. Count the number of comparison here. If n value is 10, how many number of comparison? N equals to 10. How many number of comparison, guys? Initially, I value is 1. Then 1 is less than what? 10 by 2. Correct? Less than or equals to 10 by 2. Means what? 1 is less than or equals to 5. Condition? True. Correct? This is the one time. Second, I equals to 2. Now what I will do, guys? What is n value? Huh? N value 2. 2 is less than or equals to 5. 5 by 2. Okay. What's the answer? 5 by 2 answer is 3 in Python. So true. Again one comparison. Next, I equals to 3. Then 3 is less than or equals to 3 by 2. Answer is, बोलिए guys, कितना होता है? 3 is less than or equals to 3 by 2. What's the answer? 3 less than or equals to, answer is 1. Condition true? Huh? False. Now how many number of comparison here for 10? 3. Now I'm telling n value as 20. How many number of comparison? Hmm? 6. N value is 30. How many number of comparison? 7. 20. Guys, अब एक चीज बोलो मुझे, ठीक है? Your n value is how much? N value is how much initially? 10 value. Why every time you are dividing n value with a 10? By 2? Why every time you are dividing the n value by 2? मुझे बताओ हर बार n value divide होगा? In this case, every time n value is getting divided? Yes or no, guys? For example, let me launch Jupyter. You will understand the things. कितना confusion है यार? Now listen, guys, and see. See, guys, now I'm taking I equals to 10. N value is 10. Correct? Now what should I write? While I is less than or equals to 5. ऐसा ही है, n by 2. Yes or no, guys? I equals to 10, I less than or equals to 5. ऐसा ही है कि I greater than or equals to है. देख लो यार, क्वेश्चन देख लो. क्या है यहाँ पे? I less than or equals to 2. तो मैं अभी यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा हूँ, गाइस? सी प्रिंट I, suppose, and I'm increasing I plus equals to 1. Tell me, guys, how many comparison you got here? You are telling, sir, 3 comparison. So how many times print will be executed according to you? 2 times only. Third time it is getting failed. Yes or no? Check it, guys. How many time it is getting executed? Check it, guys, what to change. Why I'm not getting output, guys, here? I equals to 1 करूं. I equals to 1 करूं. कैसे होगा I equals to 1? I is greater than or equals to? Greater than or equals to 5. It is going infinite loop, guys. आप बोल रहे थे 2 comparison. Understanding the difference, guys, see here. What I did here, I have taken I value as 10 and I'm making the condition n by 2 here. Correct? अगर आप इस condition को ऐसा लिखते हो, guys, suppose I'm telling this has got stuck. Fine. Understand, please understand the difference, guys. Let me close it. See the difference, guys. See here, I'm taking I equals to 10, correct? While whenever I'm writing I is less than or equals to 5, ठीक है? Print I. मुझे कुछ भी आउटपुट नहीं मिला, guys. Why I didn't got any output? Condition ही false है, ठीक है? Now what I did here, I'm telling, guys, I'm telling here, suppose I is greater than or equals to, suppose, 1. What's the answer? I'm writing here I minus equals to 1. What's the answer? How many times print will be executed? क्या यार ये भी नहीं. How many times print is executing? N times. So what I'm trying to say you guys, whenever you have, tell me whenever you have, in this case, if you take the above case guys, every time I'm not dividing the n value. Initially, if you declare n equals to 10, n equals to 10, it will be 5 only every time. Why will divide by n by 2? Is there mention n equals to n by 2 you have to do every time? Is there kind of mentioning guys that every time you have to divide n by 2? No. So this any value you give guys, it will be execute up to n by 2 times only. So you give n value 10, it will execute up to 5 times. If you give n value 20, the loops will be goes up to 10 times. N value 30, it will be goes up to 15. N value 40, it will be go up to. So this is the equation in n by 2 guys. N by 2 means, can I write n by 2 as n into 1 by 2? Correct. So this is also equation in n form. So can I write? But in case of log n guys, if I increase the n value, the number of comparison is continuously getting reduced. But in this case, the number of comparison will be n by 2 only. Understand? So that's why it's a linear equation in the form of n by 2. That's why I'm writing the time complexity as n. So guys, what I'm trying to say, अगर आपको ऐसा scenario है where the number of comparison equals to n by 2 only, so obviously the time complexity will be order of n only. Yes or no guys, समझ रहा है? And suppose I have make like this means, I will change somewhat. I equals to 1 while I is less than or equals to sqrt of n. Think guys and tell me the answer. Okay guys, what will be the answer here? Okay guys, see here, I will again tell, I'm taking that, I will take n value as 10, correct? While I will start my I equals to 1, fine. And I'm writing I is less than or equals to n by 2. ठीक है? I am printing I plus equals to 1. What will be the answer? What will be the answer guys? 5 comparison? Yes or no? Zoom करना है. मुझे लगा आपकी आंखें बहुत तेज हैं. देखिए, n value is 10 guys. N by 2 whenever you are doing it is doing 5 times. In your comparison only 2. Correct? Here how many times? 5 time comparison. Now I will change the n value as 20 guys. 10 times I will change the n value as 30. 15 times. So every time it is getting n by 2, n by 2, n by 2 guys. That's why it's an equation in n only. That's why we are writing order of n. समझा कि नहीं? अब नहीं पता मुझे समझा कि नहीं है ना. ठीक. Tell me guys, clear? सी guys, सिर्फ हाँ के मत बोलिए, है ना? सच्ची में समझा ना? Everyone I'm asking guys. Yes or no? Online people clear? Fine. हाँ, दैट वाज अ डाउट। That's fine. किसी का डाउट था वो n/2 का, इसलिए बताया। ठीक। व्हाट अबाउट स्क्वायर रूट, दैट यू हैव टू टेल गाइस, है ना? व्हाट अबाउट द स्क्वायर रूट? Better guys, take n value in such a way that you will able to find out the square root. That n value you will keep here. You'll get to know how much time complexity will be. So better to take n value as 16 or 4 and tell me how many number of comparison will be there. Yes, online people. 4. Increase n value 36. 6 comparison. Check it guys, अगर आपको डाउट है तो you can run it. हाँ. I equals to 1. N equals to 16. Then while I is less than or equals to, कैसे लिखूंगा मैं स्क्वायर रूट? एसक्यूआरटी नहीं यूज करना है, पढ़ा है मैंने आपको एसक्यूआरटी? नहीं। 16 स्टार स्टार 0 सही है ये? प्रिंट I plus equals to how many times? If I increase here, tell me any square root guys. 49. How many times? How 7? How 7 guys? यहां पे 49 करूं, यहां पे अगर मैंने 256 कर दिया गाइस, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? ठीक है, प्रिंट अभी टाइम बोलो ना, टेल मी द टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी गाइस। 16 ऑर्डर ऑफ एन। कम ऑन गाइस, ऑर्डर ऑफ एन कैसे आएगा? हम्म। ऑर्डर ऑफ एन कि स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ एन, टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी। Tell me guys, how many time print is executing when your value is 256? 16 times. 16 is what? Square root of 256 na? So order of square root of n will be the time complexity na? N कैसे बोल रहे हो? N value is 256. This print is executing 256 times guys. 16 times na? So what will be the time complexity? थोड़ा सा लगाओ guys दिमाग। I hope guys clear now कि still doubt? ठीक है, fine. N. See guys, how exactly it is behaving, that only you have to check. That we call it as the growth rate. Whenever you are increase, see guys, one thing you understand, the time is also belonging to the size of the input. How much size input you are giving here, right? अगर आपका input side बढ़ रहा है और time complexity भी बढ़ रही है, तो probably the graph will be exponential, कि वो बढ़ते ही जाएगा. But in this case of our log case, whenever you are increasing the number of input, automatically the number of comparison is getting reduced, right? आपको याद नहीं, शायद आपने 12th में ग्राफ ड्रॉ किए होंगे, x वर्सेस y, log x वर्सेस log y, दिस काइंड। पर हो गए आपके, बहुत साल हो गए ना आपको। ठीक है, आई होप गाइस क्लियर। शैल आई गो अहेड नाउ और फ्यू मोर क्वेश्चंस? फ्यू मोर क्वेश्चन नहीं गाइस, आई विल गिव यू 70 क्वेश्चंस for the time complexity. You have to solve it, right? उसको solve करिए. I am sharing you the word file. You you do your answer there only and send me back on the Google Classroom, right? Google Classroom पे भेजिए guys, WhatsApp पे मत भेजिए, ठीक है? Please send me on the Google Classroom. Fine, thank you. Okay guys, come to the point now. Now you know what is time complexity. Space complexity, I don't want it to rush now. No, no. Let me complete the data structures. Then we'll again come back to the space complexity. Right, fine. So we have one more loop, guys, which is a for loop. It is also the iterative approach. It is also the iterative approach. Okay. But guys, when we are using the loop, we have to use the range function. Range function is a predefined function in a Python. Range. It's a predefined function in a Python. Fine. See guys, suppose let me show you what is range. So guys, range function syntax is like this. In a range function, you have to specify the start, end, and you have to specify the step size. Right. Your range function, you have to specify from where to start. End is nothing but where exactly you have to end and what is the step size. Simple guys, start means your initialization. Start means your initialization, right? If you go to the end, this is nothing but your condition. Up to here you have to go, right? And this step size is nothing but the updation. But you are doing everything in a single line, right? So guys, can you tell me any difference between while and for loop? Apart from the way of representing. आपको दिख रहा है कोई difference? For example, guys, I will write down the syntax. Syntax for loop. I'm writing for iterator in a range. In a range, this is your range function, guys. In a range function, I'm writing start, end, and step size. Here, the iterator is nothing but your index. यहाँ पे आपका index रहेगा because range function will iterate over the index, right? So let me show you guys one simple example so that it will be clear for you. Fine. So I'm writing here for I in a range of, I'm writing here 0 to 10. I'm giving step size as 1. Print. Suppose I'm telling print I. Okay. See guys, what I'm trying to tell, you start from the 0, you go up to 10, and every time you update the value of I with a 1. So if I run this one, what is the expected output? You are getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. And suppose same code I have to write with the help of while. How to write? I equals to 0, while I less than 10, correct? Print I plus 1. It will give the same output. Okay. Then what is the difference between above 1 and below 1, guys? Both code are in front of you. What is the difference between above 1 and below 1? Too much code right in while. Okay. While is used when we don't know many times. How many times? How will know, guys? If you don't know how many times, how will use any kind of loop? If you don't know how much time you have to execute the thing, guys, how you can use the loop then? It will go up to infinite, na? Then what is the difference, guys, apart from writing? Okay, calculate the time complexity of both. What will be the time complexity of both? If I am taking both are going up to n, what will be the time complexity of for loop? Come on, guys. To print the first n number, what will be the time complexity of that program? Order of n. In case of while, both are same. There is no optimization. कि while loop faster है for loop से या for loop faster है while loop से. There is nothing. Both are performing the same operation, guys. But the implementation is different. The structure is different. The representation is different. Same person, but different behavior. Doing the same task, guys. Same operation, different implementation. What we call it as? Same operation, different implementation. दोनों सेम काम कर रहे हैं, but the implementation way of representation is different, right? So guys, what will be the, what we call it as? अच्छा आपको नहीं पता, fine. See guys, generally same operation, different implementation, we call it as polymorphism. सुना है क्या नाम? हाँ. See, polymorphism is not at all a technical concept, guys, है ना? आपके प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में आया है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म इज अ टेक्निकल कॉन्सेप्ट, राइट? ठीक है, बट द फिलोसॉफी बिहाइंड द पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म इज व्हाट? You are doing the same sort of task with the different implementation. That we call it as, in a computer science language, we call it as polymorphism. Right, fine. Okay. Simple, guys. Okay. So now, if you check the number of comparison in both case are same, right? But here, the number of lines you are writing are different. Everything you are writing here in a single step. Correct. There is no kind of time optimization when you are comparing for loop with a while loop, right? Both are taking the same time only. If you are able to write any program using while loop, same program you can write using for loop, right? So guys, मुझे बताइए, I wanted to print a number in a reverse way using for loop. How to print? बोलिए, for I in range 10, 1, minus 1. Will it print? Print I. Correct? It will print up to. I will not get 1, guys. I want the same result, guys. 9 to 1. How to get 9 to 1? Shall I start with 9? 0. Correct? Getting? Okay. Now see, guys, in this, which steps are mandatory and which steps are optional? Suppose I'm writing for I in a range of 10. And I'm writing here print. Oh, sorry. I in a range of 10. I'm writing here print I. So if you give the single element, by default, it will be considered as the end, guys, right? And suppose I am writing, you don't have to specify here step size. If you're not specifying the step size, by default, the step size will be 1. So by default, the step size is 1. Fine. So guys, if you're here, I didn't specify the start here, guys, right? So by default, start will be considered as 0. So if you're not specifying the start, by default, start will be 0. By default, start will be 0. Fine. And end, guys. What about end? End is mandatory, guys. Why? Why end is mandatory, guys? Hmm? If you are not specifying, guys, where exactly you are stopping, your loop will be infinite. So it's mandatory to specify the end. These two things are optional. If you are not specifying, by default, whatever will be there, it will be take as it is, right? So in case of step size, by default, step size is 1. In case of start, by default, start value is 0. Correct. Fine. Now, guys, one question for you. Fine. Print, or let me take simple first. Okay. Write a program to check the number is Armstrong. I hope everyone know Armstrong number. Let me change it to prime. किया कल ये क्वेश्चन आपने? Done this question, guys? Prime number. What is prime number, guys? A number is divisible by itself or number is divisible by 1. Every number is divisible by 1. So how to check the number is prime or not? बोले guys, उसी नंबर को प्राइम कहा जाता है जो खुद से डिविजिबल हो या फिर 1 से डिविजिबल हो. तो मुझे इसको कोड करना है. हाउ टू कोड इट? बोलिए गाइस, हाउ टू कोड इट? द नंबर इज प्राइम और नॉट? बोलिए सर. मॉड्यूल बाय नंबर इक्वल्स टू 0. बट क्या नंबर है? ओके फाइन. See guys, suppose n equals to 10. How to check this number is a prime or not? If 10 is divisible by 1, it's a true, right? 10 is divisible by 10, right? It's also true. But if 10 is divisible by other number, then it is not a prime. Means the number has only two divisor, which is 1 and itself. So guys, you have to count in number of divisor only. If you are getting more than 2 divisor, means it's not a prime. Yes or no? So guys, every number is divisible by 1. So remove 1 also. You start I value from 2. Right? तो सोचिए इसको कैसे करेंगे guys? 2 से डिवाइड करेंगे. ओके फाइन. तो बोलिए guys, if n by 2 equals to 0, नहीं, ऐसा तो नहीं है प्राइम. Is it correct guys? If n by n mod 2 equals to 0 means it's a even. M mod 2 is not equals to 0 means it's a odd. अब नंबर इवन भी नहीं है ना ऑड भी नहीं है तो वो प्राइम है. ऐसा कोई नंबर ही नहीं है. ठीक है. ग्रेट. Okay guys, बताइए लॉजिक. We have wrote so many questions guys. So today I'm expecting from you guys how to write a program to check a number is a prime or not. तो आप मुझे बताइए कोड कैसे लिखना है जो मेरे हर बैच के स्टूडेंट बताते हैं. आप बताओ हाउ टू राइट अ कोड फॉर प्राइम नंबर. First of all, I will check a number from the user guys. Int input enter any number. This number you have to check guys, it's a prime or not. So मैं क्या करूं अभी? Now think guys here. See. Suppose I'm taking here. Suppose n is 10 guys. N is 10. So how many divisor I need to check guys? मैं कहां से चेक करूंगा? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Am I required to check by 11? 11 से डिवाइड करूं मैं 10 को, तो मुझे हर बार कहां तक चेक करना है? 10 तक ही चेक करना है. करेक्ट. So guys, I will check whether 10 is divisible by 1, 10 is divisible by 2, 10 is divisible by 3, like that. But we know that if the number is, every number is divisible by 1 and itself, correct? Apart from that, if the number is divisible by any other thing from 2 to 9, then I can simply say that it's not a prime number. Understanding guys what I'm trying to say? You take any n value. Suppose n value is 100. N value is 100. How many divisor possible guys? 1 to 100. Correct? 1 to 100 divisor possible or not? Can I divide 100 by 101? कोई बात ही नहीं है, ठीक है. So I'm trying to take the divisor from this one. We know that every number is divisible by 1 and divisible by itself. Apart from these two divisor, if the number is divisible by any other number, definitely it's not a prime number. So how to write this? So I equals to 2. I equals to 2. 2 से स्टार्ट करो. रेंज में लू. For I in a range of 2 to 11, n plus 1. Okay, fine. n plus 1 लेने का कोई मतलब नहीं ना. n means that number only. We don't want that number. Every number is divisible by 1 and every number is divisible by itself. So I am excluding 1 and excluding the number itself. Apart from that, if it is divisible by any other number, I can say that it's not a prime. Understood the logic guys? Why I'm excluding the 1 and excluding the that number itself? क्योंकि 1 और उस नंबर के अलावा अगर कोई नंबर से वो डिविजिबल होता है तो दैट विल नॉट बी अ प्राइम. व्हाट इज नेक्स्ट? इफ n mod I equals to 0, यदि ऐसा है तो प्रिंट नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर. नहीं तो एल्स लिखो. हाँ, इधर ही एल्स लिखो. प्रिंट इधर ही लिखना है इफ एल्स. हाँ, ठीक है गैस. आपको इतने थे बार पूछा कि यहीं पे लिखना है, यहीं पे लिखना. इज इट अ करेक्ट आंसर? सब कुछ सब कुछ प्रिंट कर रहा है गाइस. हर एक नंबर के बारे में बता रहा है कि वो प्राइम है. पहला नंबर प्राइम, नॉट अ प्राइम. सेकंड नंबर इज प्राइम. नेक्स्ट नॉट अ प्राइम, देन प्राइम. So what we required guys, if it is not a prime, no need to check. How I'll get to know guys? Suppose 10 is a number and 10 is divisible by 2. By checking one comparison only, we'll get to know that it's not a prime number. Why we'll check remaining numbers? We guys see here what I'm trying to say. I'm introducing here new concept, which is an unconditional statement. See what we are trying to say here. If n equals to 10 guys, now I'm telling that we need to start from 2 to 9. Agree? We need to start from 2 to 9. Now guys, tell me if 10, 2 is divisible by 10, we know that it's not a prime. So why I should check for the 3, 4, 5 up to 9. By one comparison only I will get to know. No? Yes or no? So any of the number, if 10 is divisible by any of the number, we don't need to check. Correct. So what I will do guys, once it is divisible by any other number, I have to come out of this loop. Right? See, if 10 is divisible by 2 means it's not a prime. So if any number is divisible, I have to come out of that loop. How to come out of that loop? We have a one statement called break guys. For example, suppose I'm writing I equals to 1. I'm writing while I is less than or equals to 10. I'm writing if I mod 2 equals to 0. Right? print I, right? Otherwise, or I will put here else break. What it will do, guys, is it correct code, guys? So what I will do, I will write here print I, and I will write here a break, and I have to increase the value of I. Fine. Now, why it is printing only 2, guys? Why it is now? Analyze this code, guys. See, understand how exactly the break is working. See, guys, initially what? Initially I value is 1. It is checking the condition 1 is less than or equals to 10. Condition is true. Correct. True means it will insert inside the loop. Now tell me, guys, 1 mod 2 equals to 0. 1 mod 2 equals to 0. ये condition true है false है? False. This condition is false means it will not enter in this if block. Correct? What will happen? I value is getting incremented directly. Now I value will become 2. What will happen now? 2 is less than or equals to 10. Current condition true, guys. Now again it will come here. Now it will check this condition. 2 mod 2 equals to 0. Condition is true. If this is a true, what you have to print, guys? You have to print 2. You will print 2 here. Once you print 2, guys, there is a break. Once the break will encounter, the cursor will come out of that particular block. तो किस ब्लॉक में ब्रेक है आपका? It is comes under the while block, guys. तो इस while block से पूरा बाहर आ जाएगा cursor. So what it is printing? Only 2. When the condition is getting true, the break will encounter and it will come out of the loop, guys. So what is the use of break here? First of all, guys, this is the break statement, which is an unconditional statement. What is the meaning of unconditional? Are you specifying any condition here, guys, to execute the break statement? In case of if else, you have to specify the condition there. If the condition is true, then only the statement is getting printed. But in case of break, am I writing any condition here? I'm simply using break, guys. So you don't require any condition to execute the break, right? So that's why we call it as unconditional statement. And what will happen when the break is encountered? When the break is encounter, the cursor or the execution control is automatically comes out of loop, comes out of that block. Sorry. ठीक है guys. So इसमें क्या हुआ है? What exactly happening here? Once the break encounter, guys, it will directly came out of the loop. So that's why remaining I value is not getting iterated. Understanding, guys? For example, I will take one more example. Tell me the answer here. Same code I will change here somewhat. What's the expected answer, guys? What is the answer here? What's the answer, guys? इतना टफ है. फाइन. बहुत लोगों ने लिखा प्राइम का कोड. फाइन, थैंक यू. आंसर इज y1. y1, guys. Okay, guys, how many people understood? Let me know first. Now, how many people not understood? Then who will ask the question? I am. कमाल है यार। गाइस यार आप छोड़ो, ठीक है गाइस, वन थिंग आई एम टेलिंग यू गाइस है ना, प्लीज आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग यू, इफ यू हैव डाउट प्लीज आस्क द क्वेश्चन, है ना। जब तक आप क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछोगे आपके डाउट्स कैसे क्लियर होंगे, राइट? फिर आप व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज करते हो, सर दिस इज नॉट क्लियर, दैट इज नॉट क्लियर। बेटर है कि आप यहीं पे पूछ लो ना, यस और नो। सो आप पूछो गाइस, अगर आपके डाउट्स है नहीं समझा, एनीवे आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग अगेन एंड अगेन ना। हाँ। आप 10 बार बोल रहे हो फिर भी मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं। आप 10 बार पूछ के भी आप मुझसे पूछते हो सर व्हेन पाइथन इज गोइंग टू कंप्लीट। हाँ, क्या आंसर दूं मैं इसका? फाइन, ओके, बुरा मत मानिए, ठीक है। इनिशियली आई वैल्यू इज 1 गाइस, सी नाउ 1 is less than or equals to 10, condition is true. True means it will enter inside the while loop, correct? So this entire block, this entire statements are present in which block guys? While block, right? So what will happen if this condition is true, inside the while block there is a if statement. Now I value is 1, is 1 mod 2 not equals to 0 guys? Condition is true. आपको पता है मॉड कैसे काम करता है, हमने ऑपरेटर्स पे बहुत क्वेश्चंस किए, राइट? सो दिस इज ट्रू मींस व्हाट गाइस? इट विल प्रिंट द वैल्यू ऑफ आई। व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ आई? 1. Now once you print guys, this break statement will getting encounter. Once it is encounter, in which block you are present guys? While. So it will come out of this block once the break will encounter. So whatever the task is there, it will leave as it is and it will come out of the block. एक बार ये while loop से बाहर आ गया, there is no statement to execute guys. अब इस ब्लॉक के बाद कोई स्टेटमेंट है गाइस? फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज आई एम राइटिंग लाइक दिस गाइस, गाइस नाउ व्हाट विल एग्जीक्यूट? अंडरस्टैंडिंग, यस और नो? सो द कर्सर इज कमिंग आउट ऑफ द व्हाइल लूप, और व्हाइल लूप के बाद व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट? दिस वन, दिस विल गेट प्रिंटेड गाइस, यस और नो? लेट मी नो एनी डाउट, नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, फाइन, क्लियर गाइस नाउ? कंडीशन मेकिंग में द प्रॉब्लम, जितना क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करोगे यार उतना क्वेश्चन क्लियर होगा। If we don't know how many times we are going to print something, then we need to use loop. See guys, अगर आपको नहीं पता है तो आप loop क्यों यूज करोगे? If you don't know the condition where exactly I need to terminate the things, if you don't know guys, it will go up to infinite loop. You won't get any output. So whenever you are using the loop, make sure that you know where exactly you need to stop. You know the termination condition, then only you can use the loop. In case of loops also, in case of recursion also, you have to know the termination condition where exactly you need to stop. Otherwise don't use it, it will go up to infinite loops. So always you need to find out the condition guys, that's the only task now. See guys, how to print the prime number in the range, that is a different story, right? I'm not asking you to print a prime number between particular range. I just wanted to check that whether the number is prime or not, right? I know I have given you 2 questions, but एक तो मैं ही solve कर दिया यहाँ पे. So I will give you 2 more questions, right? At the end. Fine. So now guys, come back to our question. What to do now? I don't want this kind of output. I want whether it's a prime number or not. What to do then? बोलिए guys, क्या लिखूं? Break लिखना है? Shall I write the break statement guys? Where? Shall I write break here? Run करूं? प्राइम नंबर भी है, नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर भी है. See guys, understand, trace this code. Please trace this code. Why you are getting two statements here? सर एक ही मिला है ना. सॉरी सॉरी, मुझे लगा दोनों दिए, नॉट अ प्राइम एंड प्राइम. ओके इट्स फाइन, क्लियर. हाँ सॉरी. Clear guys. Now think about how to print the prime number between a range. Suppose I have a start equals to 10 and end equals to 1000. I have to print all the prime numbers between 10 to 1000. How to print? This is the question I have given to you now. Now think about this one. This is also the approach guys, but make it simple. Count rakho, count greater than hai. That is also the approach. We need to use nested loop. Okay, fine. Try this question guys, how to do it. See guys, I have given here 10 and 1000. User can give you any range. They can give you 50, 500, 2000, any range user can give you, right? So you have to print in that way. कैसे करोगे? Let me give you guys one more question. है ना? First question is what guys? First question, you try this question. है ना? First question is to print a prime number between a range, correct? Specific range, low and high. Second thing, you print the Pythagoras triplet between specific range. What is the meaning of Pythagoras triplet, guys? What is the meaning of Pythagoras triplet? जहां पे आपको फर्स्ट नंबर स्क्वायर प्लस सेकंड नंबर स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू थर्ड नंबर स्क्वायर आएगा. ऐसे आपको 3 पेयर्स प्रिंट करना है, ट्रिपलेट्स इन दी स्पेसिफिक रेंज. इस क्वेश्चन के बारे में गाइज आप सोचिए, नहीं तो इस क्वेश्चन को मैं करूंगा, राइट? बट आप करने से, मेरे कहने से पहले यू थिंक अबाउट दिस क्वेश्चन, हाउ एग्जैक्टली दिस क्वेश्चन विल. सी गाइज, आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग, मेरा कोई आपसे अनरियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं है कि आप एकदम स्टैक और ट्री कोड कर दो, राइट? बट माई इंटेंशन इज वॉट, एटलीस्ट अप्रोच द क्वेश्चन. इफ यू आर गेटिंग रॉन्ग, नॉट एट ऑल इश्यू, बट इफ यू आर नॉट प्रैक्टिसिंग द क्वेश्चन एट ऑल, आपको भगवान ही बचाए फिर. Those who are not practicing, guys, I can't help them. I'm really telling one thing. Sorry to say, but we can't help them. जिनको really करना है, they will only put the effort, guys, and they will get a job. Otherwise, people are struggling a lot, guys. आपको पता है? This course, that course, those course, this company, that company, those company. Nobody is getting hired. Right? So that's why focus every day you practice, guys. More number of questions you are solving, then only this problem solving skill will be easy. This is the basic, guys. Python is one of the module in your entire course. You have so many modules in this course, right? So make sure, guys, whatever you are learning, you have to be very good in this, right? We are learning everything programmatically. We are not too much focusing on the theory because not required. If you are somehow able to write the code now, that is the sufficient, guys, for the data science. You don't have that much hardcore coding here, because in a Python, everything is a predefined. So you just have to use that thing and code it, right? But make sure, guys, your logical skill will get improved day by day, and it will improve by solving the problem only. One thing I'm telling you, guys, a programming language kahin se bhi seekhiye. You learn the language from the Stanford, Harvard, any university. Your problem solving skill will not get improved. It will get improved by solving the number of questions, by solving the number of problems only, right? By remembering the contents, knowing the concept will not make you write a code. Code आपको तभी लिखना आएगा when you start writing a code, right? So बाकी सब चीजों में मत पड़िए, guys. Please try to write a code and try to trace the code. Then only the life will be simple if you wanted to get into the corporate, right? I'm not telling you you have to do the rigorous kind of coding, but somewhat coding is always good, guys, right? We don't have that much hard code, but it's always good to write a code. Whatever the approach you are getting, make sure that you will able to convert that approach in terms of code. That is a practice. That's why we are telling you that come to lab, practice the things, right? But आप बड़े लोग हो, ठीक, fine. Okay, guys, see. I hope guys will able to do these questions. Yeah. एक question है guys. What is Armstrong number? Have you heard this number? What is Armstrong number? 321. Any number, guys, which is Armstrong? 153. 153 is an Armstrong number. Why, guys? Because if you do 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube, right? If you do in this way, equals to you are getting 153 equals to number, then we can say that the number is Armstrong number. Now, guys, how to check? I wanted to write a program to check whether the number is an Armstrong number or not. How to write? बोलिए guys, कैसे लिखोगे इसको? To check whether the number is an Armstrong or not. Sum of the cube of digit. Okay, fine. Any logic? Try, guys. If you are wrong, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. But बताइए तो सही approach. बोलिए. Sir, बोलिए. पीछे. See, guys, don't listen me like a Babaji ka pravachan. I'm telling you, please try to approach the question. Then only the things will be easy for you. Otherwise, problem solving itself is a problem. Right? So can you tell me the approach to tackle this one? कैसे लिखूं गाइस मैं इस कोड को, बताइए कहां से स्टार्ट करूं? इनपुट, वाओ. n equals to int input enter any number. ठीक है, आगे approach guys this question. We want each digit, guys. How to get digits? We already solved the digit sum questions. So you have to use modulo, right? So tell me. See guys, मैं सोच रहा था कि आप सोचोगे, आपको लॉजिक बताना है हर चीज का. सी 153 mod 10 करो guys. What you are getting? 3. Make the cube of this 3. Then n will become 15. You divide n by 10. So 15 mod 10, what you are getting? 5. Take the cube of 5. Again divide number by 10. You are getting here 1. 1 mod 10. What's the answer? 1. So take the cube of 1. Right? Then n will become 0. So up to n is greater than 0, you have to do this kind of thing. So tell me how to code it. Logic भी मैंने बता दिया. बस take input. Okay, fine. Okay guys, बताइए. Guys, फटाफट बताइए, आपको खाना खाने जाना है ना? Otherwise, without completion, will not go you. What should I write here? Any variable I required here? Which variable? Shall I take remainder? R equals to 0. Sum equals to 0. While n greater than 0. तब तक क्या करना है? What to do, guys? Modulo. So R equals to n modulo 10. Then what is next? Sum plus equals to R into 3. करो ऐसा? करेक्ट है? इज इट करेक्ट गाइस? लग रहा है नहीं? कंफर्म? बताओ गाइस, इज इट करेक्ट? सी गाइस, लग रहा है मेरे हिसाब से, ऐसे मत बोलिए, ठीक है? क्योंकि अपने हिसाब से तो फिर आईसीएस वाले भी सही है। हाँ, ठीक। बताइए, इज इट करेक्ट? आगे, n फ्लोर डिवीजन इक्वल्स टू 10. व्हाट इज नेक्स्ट? शैल आई राइट इन इनसाइड दी वाइल, आउटसाइड दी वाइल? कहा लिखूं? यहां पे इफ सम इक्वल्स टू एन, यदि ऐसा है तो आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग, चेक कर लो गाइस एक बार कोड, एल्स प्रिंट नॉट आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग। करेक्ट है? क्या था नंबर 153? फ्लोर डिवीजन करूं? 153? Okay, so what's the problem in this code? What's the problem in this code, guys? Yes, anyone? What should I change in this code? बहुत ब्यूटीफुल कोड लिखा है आपने, बट आगे बताइए, what should I change in this code? Not Armstrong है. Can you trace this code for 153, guys? फटाफट. Could you please trace it? If you trace it, guys, you will get to know what's the problem in this code. Trace n value is 153. What is happening? R equals to 0, sum equals to 0. Iterate the loop. Iterate the loop, guys. N will become 0. Okay. Condition change कर दूं? N is not changing. N is not changing, guys. N floor division equals to 10 means n equals to n floor division 10. N is changing or not? Then condition change कर दूं? Let me know, guys. What should I change? R. क्या लिखो R में? What should I write in R? Yes. N is constant. Okay, fine. हो रहा है सर? N change हो रहा है, guys. Just about reverse a number. Do we really multiple of 3? बोलिए guys. आप ही को बोलना है. One change. I will give you an only one change required. Now you think what will be the change? R equals to 0 हटा दो. हटा दो, फिर क्या लिखूं? ऐसे ही हो जाएगा। वाओ। n not equals to 0. Okay guys, n not equals to 0 or n is greater than 0, what's the difference? हाँ, होगा क्या n not equals to 0 पे? सोच लीजिए। सम इक्वल्स टू n ची वैल्यू। सी गाइस, n every time is changing, राइट? n आपका क्या हो गया लास्ट में? 0 हो गया है। अब 0 होने के बाद आप कंपेयर कर रहे हो सम के साथ n को। अंडरस्टैंडिंग गाइस? You got here sum equals to 153 you got, but n is not 153 now. So what to do? सम को नीचे कर दूं? n को असाइन कर दूं किसी और वेरिएबल में। सो रिजल्ट इक्वल्स टू n। सही है? इज इट करेक्ट? नाउ आई विल कंपेयर हियर सम इक्वल्स टू रिजल्ट। विल इट वर्क गाइस? बोलो यार। गलत सही? हाँ, वाइल चा ऊपर। वाओ, मेरी मराठी भी खराब कर रहे हैं, हिंदी भी खराब कर रहे हैं। ठीक है। अंडरस्टैंडिंग गाइस? क्या हो रहा था कोड में? हाँ, was a problem earlier? Every time you are changing the n value, when you are checking the result, when you are checking, sum is becoming 153 guys, but your n is not a 153 because every time you are reducing the value of n. So better to store this n value in some variable so that we know that at the end n will become 0. So I want the number as it is to compare with the sum. So that's why we are assigning that number to the one of the variables. Understood guys? Now the question is, I will give you one task. Print the Armstrong number between the specific range. In range. Correct. What will be the time complexity of this code, guys? देखो ऐसे ही कोड आएंगे आपको, वैसे नहीं आएंगे i इक्वल्स टू 0 while I is less than or equals to n, है ना? इतने सिंपल नहीं आते। That is for practice. What will be the time complexity? Up. See guys, which instruction will take the maximum time in this code? While loop. Tell me how many times while loop is getting executed. N times. Order of n will be the time complexity. Clear guys? Yes or no? Okay, I have shared few questions guys. Please practice that one. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll see the new topics. Thank you guys. Anybody has any doubt, please ask. कोणते रे? अगोदरचेच केले नाहीत ना म्हणून नाही टाकले. इफ एल्स वाले केले नाही ना कोणी म्हणून नाही टाकले. ठीक आहे टाकून देईल मी आज. अनलॉक ते प्रॅक्टिस नाही येईल धीरे धीरे. लॅबमध्ये लॅबमध्ये का नाही येत? टाइम म्हणजे काय बिझी आहे का? मग तर 3 वाज 1 ते 2च्या दरम्यान आहे. एक आहे नित्यानंद म्हणून 4 ते 6. तर 4 वाजता ये नित्यानंद म्हणून आहे. टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी रिलेटेड कुठला इश्यू असेल? नित्यानंद म्हणून एक मेंटर आहे हा. टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी रिलेटेड कुठला इश्यू असेल तर तो समजावून सांगतो तुला, ठीक आहे? तरी नाही समजलं तर मला विचार. ठीक, फाईन, थँक्यू. हा, फॉर्म्युला बेस. हम्म. सम ऑफ द 3 व्हेरिएबल्स. You use operator, no issue. No issue. Middle element will give you the made directly. Using operator only do that. Fine. Time complexity understood? Any doubt? Just 1 minute online, people. Just give me 1 minute. I will get back to you. Just 1 minute. Guys. See, guys, this boundary cases you handle now. For this input, it's not working. That input is not working. You have to handle that boundary case, right? SQRT of n is not order of n, sir. If n value is 256 means how many times the loop is getting executed? 16 times only. So how it will be order of n? See guys, boundary cases you think and handle, right? For this input, that input, those input, right? You check here and handle for this boundary case. Why it is not working, right? Fine. So that is a continuous process, guys. The changes you have to change it, right? Depending on the input so that it should work for all possible input, right? Right. Fine. Any other doubt apart from this, guys? See, guys, you handle boundary cases because your logic will get more clear and you will be very good in writing a code, right? अगर आप boundary cases handle करते हो, तो day by day you will improving your coding skill, right? Because whenever you are giving the assessment, so probably they are putting such a kind of boundary cases where exactly your code will get failed. Sir, take any n value. Take n value as a 16. How many times the loop will execute it? 4 times because square root of 16 is 4. Take take n value as suppose 125. How many times loop will be executed? 5. So every time square root of n times is only getting executed. That's why the time complexity will be order of square root of n. Okay, fine, guys. Any other doubt? Shall I go? Okay, ask. Sir, I will take one or two example hardly on time complexity now, which is square root. Right. Other remaining 70 to 75 question I will share with you people. Right. I will take tomorrow start of the day, not more than 1 or 2, because we have to move forward now. Right. So remaining question, if you have a doubt, you can ask. I will share the few questions. Correct. Right. I will take two questions which is related to the square root tomorrow start of the day. Right. Fine. But sir, please practice. है ना? Without practicing by simply knowing, it will be hard to find out the time complexity. Right. Because it's okay, it's a loop, but when it is going to the recursion, you have to trace the code. Without tracing, you will not get. Nice. Fine. Okay, guys, fine. Thank you. है ना? We'll meet tomorrow. See, guys, initially, if you're a beginner, it will feel tough to practice. कोई भी चीज simple कब होगी? When the things will be simple, guys, when you will start practicing. So if you have a doubt, you connect with the online mentor, guys. You can reach out to me, है ना? But the main thing is you have to continuously put your effort. इतना आसान थोड़ी होता सब और इतना सिम इतना tough भी नहीं होता है कुछ, right? So you have to continuously practice. That's the only thing will make this thing simple. Right? So if you are ready to practice, means you have to work hard. That's the only thing. Within a one day, you will not become anything now, right? So it's a continuous process. Right? Fine. Okay, guys. Thank you then. है ना? See, everyday practicing, motivate yourself by practicing your everyday, guys. That's it. Fine. Thank you. You guys will meet tomorrow. Fine. Bye.